like Superman did. Ain't nothing holding me back but me standing. So I'ma take off right now from this planet. The new sound has been found in yo. I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in the music. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm born in the music. I'm born in the music.
While the sun is set, there's still plenty of light in the stadium for this prime time contest. We've waited all day for this one, haven't we, Brock? It's time for the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Harrison Mevis to get this one started. And we're off and running from Orlando. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Ready? Right up the gut. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right at the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
1st and 10 from the 41. Go! They give it to him again. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it will largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Back to the well again. No one around. He's got space. Along this sideline inside the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills take a 6-0 lead right away. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Complete out to the right. A lot of mess on the move here. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
It began at the 30 and has now jumped to 1st and 10 all the way down inside the red zone. Opening carry for Devon Achane. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Tight end going in motion here. On 2nd and 9. That's caught, Devon Achane. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. Third down run from Achane. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. A gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a third down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
They send a man in motion. They'll try and punch it in. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. They don't pick up anything there, and now it's 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
They send the tight end in motion. Achane. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Dolphins finish off their opening drive. Devon Achane with the touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
That's up and through for the point after. And the Dolphins start off well to tie things 7-7. Mevis ready to send this one away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he stopped after a nice gain up past the 25. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Cowboy 80. Alert!
Back-to-back carries here. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Offense up to the line fast. Back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. It's a gain of 4 there. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Let's go.
They'll throw on 1st. He rotates Adonai Mitchell. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for a Bills first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They'll come up 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Plowing up the middle. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Ready? Go.
He's going to throw this one. He's on the move. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Go. Set go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. To the ground it goes, that's incomplete. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target. And now they're staring at 4th and long. The Bills with a punt team out there. Oh, really good punt here. Fair catch called for and made at the 8-yard line. No return on that punt. And the Dolphins will have some work to do as they take over. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. On the move, headed right. Big gain downfield. The 40. Hits the 20. There it is. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins need only one to take the lead. Well, that right there, Brock, is saving all of your guys a whole lot of work. I see 10 dudes breathing easy out there, and only one of them out of breath, and he's the one holding that football in the end zone.
Are you sure about that? Because you know what I love about these moments?
What?
I love especially going back and watching them on tape and watching the big guys, watching all those O-linemen. Certainly some are going to walk, some are going to wave, but eventually some will make their way 90 yards downfield to celebrate that one as well, because you're right, it was one heck of a show.
Mevis ready to send this one away. From his own end zone, here we go. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Timeout taken by the defense. They're 2nd. And after burning a couple early, they're down to 1 to work with now. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 60 Bison.
They'll come out throwing. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Okay, ready?
2nd and 3 now.
Set. Ready?
Malone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, tap 60, tap 60.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him.
19, right here. 60 back, 60 back.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. So we're through one quarter of this AFC. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They start out 2nd and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Puts his body on the line, and he got it. That play good for 17 on a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They've got a man in motion.
Go.
Running left, here's A-Chain. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
First down, and they go right back to him. And they take him down right along the 30. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Escapes the pocket. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and of course is the throwaway.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. So here's Harrison Mevis, ready for the field goal try. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
The wind was at a sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
Mevis ready to send this one away. Chooses to bring this one out. We stop him right as he gets up past the 15. out and set. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Panther 60. Panther 60.
First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 24. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Not on the same page with his tight end. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Picked up at the 38. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. It's scored as a 51-yard punt. And it'll be Dolphins football. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43.
Check Bobcat. Check Bobcat. Check smash. Check smash.
They'll start the drive with Achan. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Second down carry for Achan. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
19 Lions. Go!
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
He's got a man left. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First down from the red zone. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. They are throwing it again. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Now run with Wright. They get 2 on the run, and that brings up 2nd and goal from the 4. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Orlando. It's the Dolphins, who have 2nd and 4.
Ready, ready. Here we go, set.
Right. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, check that, 3.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Talk about coming up clutch with that contact on 3rd and goal, partner. And now a decision for this offense to make on 4th down.
We know how hard it can be defensively in these goal-to-go situations. We know that you have got to be on point, every attention to detail. That's a job well done by that defense.
So here's Harrison Mevis, ready for the field goal try. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. Mevis able to knock it through. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Mevis ready to send this one away. On the return, here's Jones. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Hawk 70. Rocco 80. Rocco switch. Go.
Give now to the running back. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You call that 1st down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards. But they'll take that every single time.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
2nd and 10 now. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. Unable to find Adonai Mitchell with that one. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
Now, what you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
Achane gets this on the draw. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a 1st down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass, Well, they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Hits his running back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Back to throw now. Complete beyond the marker. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, short of the 15. That one goes for 25 yards. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Ready up.
All set up now for 1st and 10.
Ready.
Working inside the red zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins get more points to end a lopsided 1st half. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Nevis with a point after. And the Dolphins push the lead to 20.
Harrison Nevis to kick off.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. Return coming from the 6. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our 1st half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that 1st half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the 2nd half has in store for us. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Last name 19. Come on. Set. 79 Broncos.
Airing it out to start this drive. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 28 out of that play. And it'll be 1st down, Miami. Man in motion here.
Go.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
2nd half begins with a run by Achane. And he's going to have this one down to the 43 on a good run. A 9-yard gain, but that still sets him up with a 3rd and 12.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
Go, set. 19 tight. 19 tight.
They're going play action. Able to find Achane. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
A 53-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they push their lead to 23.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30.
19 Tiger. 9. Here we go.
They'll throw to begin this drive. Complete out to the right side. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
To throw it on first down. Short pass brought in. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Dolphins side of the field.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready. 18. Pioneer. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
From the 21. Achane reels it in. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Go.
Out of the shotgun, a give to Achane. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles. Well, they stuffed the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
Achane again on second. And he doesn't get the lane he wants or needs. He's going to be taken down at the line. He didn't get anything on that run, so struggles on the ground, leaving them with 3rd and long.
Ready. 18 back. 18 back. Track 60.
Throwing now from the gun. Forced out to his right. He's got it! Oh, what body control to stay in. 2 feet down. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue. New set of downs for him at the 38. To throw here on 1st down. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
10, 19 fight. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Biggs, Biggs. Let go.
Another try following the sack. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Christian Benford has it. And the Bills will take over as he picks off his 10th pass of the season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Catch made by Mitchell. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready?
Here's a throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Here we go, set.
He'll throw it yet again. Pass into the hands of Dalton Kincaid. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger game.
That last shot took him right down to the front of the red zone. Here's 1st down.
Here we go, here we go.
From the red zone now. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, we hear about it all the time. A short memory, right? We hear about it with quarterbacks a lot, Kate, when they make a mistake. But it works the same way for a defense, a whole position group. You have got to flush that big play, come back and play the next play, and boy, did the defense do it there.
And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Mustang 19.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Here's the handoff. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
on the double.
Ball placed at the 7. It's 2nd and goal.
Let's go now.
He's got it on the bootleg. Flushed out of the pocket. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal. Here we go, right up the gut. And he's brought down for a loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here he goes, got to have this on 4th down. And he scores, it's a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Dalton Kincaid with the touchdown. And now the Bills offense staying out. They're going to go for 2. He's throwing for it. And he makes the catch, so hope not entirely extinguished just yet. Still a little glimmer remaining as that makes it a 2-score game here late. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. It is caught at the 20. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins have likely locked up the win right there. Mevis now for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Dolphins grow the lead now to 22 points. Mevis ready to send this one away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And that hit is going to freeze him at the spot. He got stuck right at the 20. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. They'll come out throwing. Finds him over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Throwing now on first down. He's going to loft one deep to the left. He's got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Buffalo. And now the Bills going for 2 again.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point.
They want to run it across. And he's going to cross for the score. They trim that deficit down to 14.
37, Bills 23.
The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be first down, Miami.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
First and 10 from the 41. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Got it, man. Robinson has it. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Here we go, Shaq.
Putting a receiver in motion. A-chain on the inside give. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. That holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Running it after the penalty. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. Gets them 5 back on that first down run. It's going to be 2nd and 15.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Throwing off the play fake here. On the move, past the 40. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know what that felt like to me, Kate? That felt like a little bit of overthinking, where he's just waiting for the perfect lane and the breakaway run. But against defenses in this league, you hesitate, you get tackled for a loss.
Let's go now. Go.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Pickup of 6, and now they've got 3rd and 7.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they had the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Throwing on 3rd and long. He's on the move. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball, it's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Mevis able to knock it through. And that makes this a 3-score game.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. His field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
Mevis ready to send this one away. From his own end zone, here we go. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Go! Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready?
Trying to throw here out of the gun. He finds Kincaid. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Working quickly here.
Track 60.
That's good for Bills. First down.
Buffalo 18.
First and 10 at the 30.
first. Oh, brother, it's another interception. That is Lewis Seen. And the Dolphins take over on his 5th interception of the season.
Got it. Ready?
They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Set it.
Handoff now to the receiver. And he drives this down to the 8 before going out. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Receivers running the ball, well, that's become commonplace in the NFL now, and that includes down here in the red zone. In close, a lot less space to work with. You really love your most elusive players to get their hands on the ball.
Here's a chain up the middle. And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for now. But will it stand? We got to see what this flag is all about. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. They'll run here following the penalty. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. They push it forward for a yard. That brings up 3rd and 8.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run.
It's now 4th down and 1.
Ooh, maybe some nerves there. He moved early on 4th down. Now we're going to see if this affects their choice to go for it. So yet again, they're turning to him to try to put 3 on the board. This from 30 yards out. Mevis able to knock it through. And that extends the lead to 20.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Mevis ready to send this one away. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
19 Lions. Go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Finds Kincaid. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That one intended for Adonai Mitchell. And it's going to be 2nd down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
2nd and 10 now. Dump off caught by his back. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the 1st. So Buffalo's going to call it 2nd timeout. Still 1 more in their pocket to use. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Here we go. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Panther 11. Panther 11. And up.
Looking for a throw here. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now the Bills use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Mustang 19. Ready?
Throwing it again here. Oh, this big guy is moving! And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills get it back to within 2 possessions. Dalton Kincaid with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. All right, once again, Bills have the offense out. They're trying for 2.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
He'll throw it. And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points.
You go with what you think is your best option. There they felt like it was going to be a pass, but sometimes it simply doesn't work.
Well, time making this all but impossible, but they're going to try for the onside kick here anyway. And the Dolphins are all over that kick. This game is over. And he works this to the 38 before going down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Hand off, running left, right. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. So in the end, it's a Dolphins win here. And they're able to run this winning streak to 3 as they have really caught fire recently. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins, your winners, as we say so long from Orlando.
How you wanna try to beat the force? I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels got changed to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.